Hey everybody! So if you had told me before Beachbody that I would be sharing with people and teaching people how to get their vegetables eaten in a day, I would have laughed at you. Because before I started Beachbody, I rarely ate vegetables. It's not that I didn't like them, it's just that they require work. You have to cook them and prep them and cut them and all of that I did not have time, or I didn't think had time in my day to do. So I would grab fruits. I had them all around my house, but you know, a banana is easy to peel and eat. You can cut an apple and eat it as is, but all those fruits, most of them need to be cooked in some way or something. And so it just was very hard for me to grab vegetables and eat them on a daily basis. And if I'm being completely honest, I hate this. I'm very ashamed of this, but I would go days without eating vegetables. So I wasn't even just missing my daily requirement. I was going days without eating vegetables. And now, quite ironically, I am having a hard time fitting my fruits in now with this meal plan. So I'm having to make myself eat fruits. But today, what I wanted to share with you is our plan requires a lot of vegetables throughout the day, and that's so good for you because you need all the vitamins that come from your vegetables. But how do you get that many vegetables in a day? And of course, all of our meal plans are different. So some of us have 3 or 4 or 5 containers of vegetables. And that can get incredibly difficult to get all of those vegetables eaten in a day. So I'm just gonna show you some creative ideas. Maybe you already have this down. Maybe you're way smarter than me, but this is how I get my vegetables in a day. So every single morning, since I started Beachbody, I eat the same thing for breakfast. I eat 2 scrambled eggs. And one day I just thought, you know what, if I put my vegetables, my green container of vegetables in my eggs and scramble it, then that's 1 container down that I don't have to think about later. And I'm not very good at grabbing carrots and cucumbers and just doing that all day to get them in. So I needed a way to get them in 4 times a day. So what I have done is I have cut all of my vegetables, prepared them ahead of time. I try to do this on the weekend, put them in containers and keep them in my fridge stacked up so that they're ready for me to pull out. And these are some of my favorites in eggs. I've done some experimenting, but zucchini, onions, red bell pepper, and asparagus. Now I don't use all of these, but what I will do is I will mix my peppers and my onions every day with a different vegetable, whether it's zucchini or asparagus. And I also love mushrooms too. So that's what I do for breakfast, and that's what I eat every morning. And oh, I forgot to say that I will just take my green container and I scoop out and I scoop out and then I scoop out until this thing is full. And that way I'm getting kind of a mixture of vegetables, not just a lot of one. My second favorite way of getting my vegetables in a day is that I will put spinach in my shake every day. So every single day when I drink my Shakeology, no matter what flavor it is, I put a cup of spinach in my shake, and that's 2 vegetables down. You could even do 2 cups of spinach. You can't taste it, and some of you might be thinking, ooh, that's really gross, but it really masks the flavor. You cannot tell spinach is not a strong flavor, so it tastes really, really good. My third favorite way of getting vegetables for, typically this would be lunch and dinner, and I have the very, very cheap version of this, but a spiralizer. You can get some really, really cool knickknacks. You can pay more money. This one was like $3 at the store. So that's what I went with because it does work. It might not do everything fancy like the spiralizer or the whatever it's called, but it still works. And so my favorite thing is zucchini in the spiralizer, and that's my noodles. So I don't eat noodles anymore. I can't remember the last time I had noodles. I eat zucchini noodles with spaghetti and meatballs. I eat it with chicken. I eat it instead of rice. I mean, pretty much anything you name it, and that's my vegetable for the evening. And for me, I don't cook it. I eat it raw, and I just warm it up, and it tastes super yummy. But you could, depending on your meal plan, you could cook it in a little olive oil and some salt and pepper. And then I also really love spaghetti squash. And I cannot believe before I did this program that I'd never tried a spaghetti squash. But here's one that I cooked a couple of days ago, and it's very easy. You can actually find it on the Beachbody website. And the best part about it is there's like no prep to this, because when you cook it, it just comes out like this with a fork. It's crazy. So anyway, that's kind of my easy vegetable in a day. How do I get them in creatively? That's how I get my vegetables in a day. And maybe you have some great creative ideas. So please share those below with us. How do you get your vegetables in a day? Thanks for watching, guys.